Alright, and in this video we are going to talk about control flow. So, in Swift we have different kinds of ways how we can actually control our flow of information. So, first I'm going to make a comment. Control flow. So, in Swift we have loops, different kinds of loops. We have the for in loop, we have a while loop. We can loop with dictionaries, we can loop with arrays. It's all really interesting. And what we're going to do first, let's create an array. So we're going to call array, and we're going to call this people. So we're going to call people. And we're going to create some names in here. So let's say first one is going to be James. Second one, we're gonna write Kim. The third one, we're gonna write Abdul. Fourth one, we're gonna write Katie. And the last one is gonna be Angel. Angel. Okay, so let's say, for example, we want to send all these people the same hello or welcome message. So what we could do, we could actually do like print hello people. Now we're going to select the first one so that it's 0. So let's print this out. So in this case we say hello to James, but we have to do this 5 times now, and that's not good practice. What we could do, for name in names. Oh, now we need to close it up. Right. Okay, so we can do print, and we make a nice welcome message. Hello. Then we're gonna do some interpolation. We're gonna do name, and after there we're gonna write a comma and then welcome to this course. So when we run this, as you can see over here, it actually sends 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It sends 6 messages, and I think that is because we call names, and we don't need names. We need to call people here. So people, because in here we call the array or dictionary where we have stored our names. So in this case we took the names one above here, but we don't need it. We're gonna do people, and in this case we only have 5. So we have James, Kim, Angel, and Katie. So with a for in loop, it's really interesting if you want to loop to different kinds of information. It's exactly the same when we do this with dictionaries. We can actually create a dictionary. So let's create a dictionary of courses. It's equal to, and the first course is Swift for beginners, double point, and we're gonna do another string. We're gonna call this iOS. Then we're gonna create a second one, and we're gonna call authentication. This is also iOS, and the third one is going to be bootstrap, and the bootstrap is going to be web. So we created a dictionary of courses. So Swift for beginners, authentication, and bootstrap. And these courses is the stuff that I want to learn, for example. So what we can do, so we're going to call for parentheses. We're going to call name, comma, subject in courses, and let's print this out. So we're going to call print, and let's say I want to learn, and in this case we're going to do some interpolation. And the first one is going to be name dot, this course is part of the, then we're gonna call subject, and after that academy. Let's write academy. Okay, so let's run this, and now we have, and we take this a little bit on top so that I can see it. I want to learn authentication. This course is part of the iOS Academy. I want to learn Swift for beginners. This course is part of the iOS Academy. And last but not least, I want to learn Bootstrap, and this is part of the Web Academy. And this makes it really easy to control the flow of information, because you can actually, with loops, you can actually automate a lot of stuff. It's pretty amazing. And what's also possible, you can actually loop in numeric ranges. So for example, we're gonna call for index in 1 ... let's say 25, and in here we're gonna call print, and we're gonna call index times, oh wait a second, we need, let's write here index times 10 is equal to index times 10. So let's start this, and as you can see now, it actually loops 25 times. Oh, this is, we need to change this to 0 because it's not a no. As you can see, it does this now 24 times. Pretty cool. And it's the same when we change this to 70, for example, and run this. Oh, this actually displays now for 70 times. But for example, we want to let this calculate something. So we're gonna string interpolate this, and let's run this again. Now we actually have a calculation running over here. So 1 times 10 is 10, 2 times 10 is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 100, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So let's say we do this times 244. Let's run this. Oh, we need to change this to 244 as well. And now we can actually calculate 1 times 244 is 244, 2 times 244 is 488, and so on and so on and so on. So it's also possible to use loops for calculating information. So calculating something, calculating a sum. It's pretty amazing. Another loop that we have in Swift is the while loop. So with a while loop, you can actually create a condition, and we can create a statement. So I'm gonna take an example from my website. So let's say we have a var current level of int is equal to 0, comma, final level is equal to int is equal 5. And we're gonna write let game completed is equal to true. Okay, so in this case we can actually create, we can use the while loop to create a condition and to create an outcome. So let's say while braces current level is higher or equal to, no, final level is lower or equal to final level, play game. And here, if game completed we can print you have passed a level. And then interpolate, and we're going to call current level. And we're doing a cool current level plus equals 1. Okay, so let's run this. So as you can see, with the while loop, we actually create a condition of current level and final level. And if the game is completed, you have passed the level. Oh, this is level. And we add current level plus 1. So in this case, the game is complete. So every time you play a game, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now this only goes till 5, right? So let's say we make this 20. Let's run this again. Let's see what happens. So now it loops till level 20. And this is a little bit what you can do with while. So while current level is lower or equal to final level, play the game. If game completed, print you have passed level. And then it adds one point or one level to your current level. Pretty interesting, pretty easy. And then we also have the repeat while loop. So what we could do, we still have this one, so let's delete this. And then we're gonna do repeat. In here, we're gonna call play game. And under there, if game completed. We're gonna write print you have passed a level, and we're gonna do the same here, current level, and then the current level is the same as before, so plus 1 under there, while, so we're gonna call two braces, current level is lower or equal to final level, print outside the repeat while loop. Let's run this. Oh, wacht eventjes. Wait a second, we don't need this one. We can just run it like this. Okay, so what this does, so we keep repeating the loop till it hits final level of 20, and while current level is lower or equal to, or higher than equal to final level outside the repeat while loop. So when it hits level 20, it actually hits this error, so this print, and it displays it in the console. As you can see, this is really cool, really interesting, and a really easy way of controlling the flow of information. So let's say you want to search something, right? And you have to retrieve that information and you have to search that information. You always use a loop for searching, because then you loop through the whole array, the whole dictionary. As you can see, it's not that hard, but maybe it takes some time to understand. If you still have troubles with this, I have a free written tutorial on my website you can use as documentation. Read it again, read it if it helps you. If you still have troubles with this, make sure to hit me up on Discord and I'm happy to help you with it. So this is going to be the end of this video. This is also going to be the end of this section, and before this section ends you get a section ending assignment, and in that assignment you will actually find different questions about this section. Make sure to practice those, and if you pass the test you can go to section 3, and in section 3 we are going to talk about storyboard and auto layout. So we're actually going to build a user interface. So I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoyed this section, and I see you in the next section.